What is up, guys? Williamsburg here, bringing you guys a brand new Busch Gardens vlog. It has been a minute since we vlogged here on the channel, but it is Beer Fest here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and this is my first time ever attending Beer Fest. First time I've been eligible to, and so I'm super excited to try out this event for the first time. We did food and wine for the first time a couple of months ago, and that was absolutely fantastic. So I'm excited to try this new rendition of Beer Fest, which is Beer Fest Brews and Barbecue. So I'm super excited to jump in. We got the free samples, of course, because, you know, membership gang, let's get it. And also, guys, today is not only just Beer Fest, it is also National Roller Coaster Day, baby. Let's get it. So you know we're going to hop on some coasters today because we got to celebrate the holiday as perfect as can be. And how is that? Riding roller coasters. So let's get it. Let's go. As I walk through the park, obviously I can't stop at every single one and eat and drink something from every single stop. But I'm gonna film every location that I notice where they're selling stuff for brews and barbecue, so you guys know when you come here where your options are. What better way than to get roller coaster day started at Loch Monster. Another fantastic ride on Loch Ness Monster, as always. And we are heading down to the bridge because there's something really cool down here that I want to fill you guys in on. So you guys know I integrate my content a lot with Busch Gardens because, you know, I'm here a lot. So, you know, you got to make sense to be here a lot and integrate it with the work. And this Friday, I have a new single coming out called I Don't Like My Mind. You guys probably see me promoting it here on the channel. Oh, that coast going by. And so, in the second verse of the song, I have a line that goes, I'm tired of the roller coaster my brain threw me on. And I was listening back to the demos and I was like, you know, it would be really cool if I actually had a roller coaster audio go through the back of the song. And so I was thinking, I'm like, what do I do? You know, what coaster? So I kind of went around the park and recorded different audios of different coasters. And Loch Ness Monster is the only one here in the park where you do not get the park music booming over the sound of the roller coaster. So, in I Don't Like My Mind, in verse 2, Loch Ness Monster makes a cameo, and I'll show you guys just in a second where in the ride the sound is. This is the sound you hear. That is the sound in verse 2 of I Don't Like My Mind, where it says, I'm tired of the roller coaster my brain threw me on. And then the next lyric is, why do I keep looping through this mental torture? It was just like perfect, like, you know, the only interlocking loop coaster in the world. It just made sense to include Loch Ness Monster in this song. So I'm super excited that Busch Gardens has now made a cameo. It's my first feature. Nessie is my first feature in the song. I mentioned earlier this year, when Beer Fest came, I was going to try a homemade pretzel here at Busch Gardens for the first time because I never actually had one, believe it or not. I just had pretzels, you know, you buy in the bag and stuff. So I'm super excited. I went and got me a homemade pretzel from the pretzel shop here in Germany. And yeah, we're going to try it. I'm super excited. Let's get it. This is pretty solid. It's actually really good. Really warm, really soft, really good. Wow. I've been missing out on this my whole life. But we're here now. We did it. And it's delicious. Let's get it. Guys, you're probably wondering where some of the new haunted houses will be. Monster Manor is actually going to be behind the fest house right here in the Black Forest picnic area. So that's where Monster Manor is going to be. And I think there'll be some cool sights to see as we walk to the haunted house. But also, who am I going to be seeing at the Black Forest picnic area on September 8th for the VIP Howl Scream event? I'll be there. I got my 20 passport to summer visits in the can. So I got the event. So I'm hoping to see some of you guys there. But also, like, who decided to do this on the first, like, week 1 of the NFL season? Don't y'all know I'm a Commanders fan? And I need to suffer in the comfort of my home, not while driving up 64 to Busch Gardens. I mean, this was not thought through for my personal mental health. But, you know, it is what it is. We powered through. I've worked on film sets during week 1 of the NFL season. It's not something I haven't done before, so you know what? We'll run it back. But yeah, this is going to be super cool. Signs have gone up for Phantoms of the Fest House. Hype for the show. And the second new haunted house Clown Town will actually be behind the Dark Castle building or Dark Coaster building back here. I don't know where the entrance might be. It might be back here. It might honestly still be back there in the area of... Actually, I don't think we have to walk all the way around. I don't know. I don't know where the entrance is exactly going to be, but it's going to be behind the Dark Coaster building. So I'm super excited for Clown Town. I'm hoping to have chainsaws because there were chainsaws in the picture. So you know I'm always team chainsaws. So hoping for the best. They've added this bell here to the middle of Oktoberfest. You can go up and pull the string and ring it if you want. A cool little new addition. And don't tempt me. I am so tempted to pull the string right now on the bell and yell at the top of my lungs, pre-save my new single, I Don't Like My Mind. It's a thought. I know, guys, it's National Roller Coaster Day, and I'm standing here by Dark Coaster. But for my fellow Busch Guardians, unless it's like 45-minute wait, maybe, might not ride it today. The wait's a little bit long, so hope you understand. Even on National Coaster Day, might have to skip Dark Coaster. It is what it is. All right, Patreon people, I gotta be honest with y'all. The pretzel was good. I feel so bloated. I felt the carbs just racing through my body, and now it's beer fest. So that means we gotta try beer, and that's just more carbs that are gonna bloat me open and make me just feel so expanded. You know, it's a great day, great way to end the week. You know what I'm saying? Also, guys, I want to share this piece of information with you. For Bolton, right here, it's closed temporarily for some maintenance. It will reopen for Howl-O-Scream. So if you are coming to Beer Fest and you are hoping to hop on the old German coaster driving through the Black Forest on for Bolton, I hate to tell you, you won't be able to do that, but it'll be back open for Howl-O-Scream. Maybe they're going to touch up some effects inside. Who knows? We'll see. Hope for the best. But yeah, just wanted to fill you guys in on that. For Beer Fest, they have solo pianists. I mentioned before and I'll mention again, I love how Busch Gardens really works with small local artists, and this is another cool example of how they do that. So guys, here in the Brauhaus for the first time, and got the Southern Tier IPA. I'm not a beer person, so I don't know what I got. I didn't want something normal. I wanted something that looked cool, something that felt unique for Beer Fest. So I got this using one of my discounts, and let's try it. Not bad. Not bad. That's pretty good. We'll say it tastes pretty good. It has a very unique aftertaste, and the reason I went with Southern Tier was because there's so many options. Like I said, I don't know beer. I don't know exactly which one to go with. But I'm from the South, from the countryside. It looked like a country style beer, so it just seems right and fitting to get the Southern. If you guys see on Patreon, like I said, after the pretzel, I was feeling super bloated. I will say, usually when I drink beer, within like the first couple sips, I know immediately like, oh, I don't feel good. This feels a lot more pure. It feels more real. It doesn't feel like it's weighing me down as much, which is actually pretty good. That's pretty good. So I'm not a whole big beer person, but if there was a beer I would drink, this would be more because it's not really weighing me down. I will say too, the Brauhaus here in Fest House is an absolute vibe. It's a nice place to cool off, chill out. You know, if you need to take a phone call or something, it's a beautiful place. Absolutely love the vibes in here. I mean, look at that. I'm glad that I'm able to come to this place, even if it's not to drink, even if it's just to chill. It's like a cigar lounge almost. You don't even have to smoke. You just come in here for the vibes, for the chill, and just have a good time. Leaving the Brauhaus, you know, we gotta keep moving throughout the day. But it's like, this is absolutely great. That's what I love about this park. And these events like Food, Wine, and Beer Fest, where you truly get to experience and try different things that normally you wouldn't otherwise try. And I just thank Busch Gardens for the opportunity to try these different things. Now I will say here, guys, I'm not gonna put this on the channel, but I'll say this here for you guys. This is legitimately probably the best beer I've had, the best tasting wise, at first. It has an aftertaste that's a little bit gnarly, and it just lingers. But like the first taste you get when you take a sip of this, it's actually really, really good. Like, really good. So, as I said, at first taste it's really good. After that, it's whatever. But, and you guys probably wonder, like, you used to like beer? I used to like beer. I used to actually be a fan of like Michelob. I would do Busch Light way back in the day. But usually it's either like Michelob or nothing. Nerf or nothing. But when I like cut back on a lot of stuff and really tried to tone up my diet, beer was one of the things I had to let go of. And I just don't love the taste of it. If I'm gonna drink something with alcohol, it's gonna be something that tastes good, like Bold Rock or Smirnoff or Mike's Hard, or a cocktail like mixed drinks, you know, mix some tequila, vodka, rum, stuff, all that stuff. I love just a good mixed drink. So it's not that I don't do alcohol, I just don't love beer. It just feels like it weighs me down, makes me feel super bloated. And yeah, I just don't really feel good after having it. So that's a little insight into my life when it comes to beer. But now we're leaving Oktoberfest and we're going to head to Germany, maybe hop a ride on Alpengeist. Also want to give a shout out to the fans who I ran into at the Brauhaus. I appreciate y'all for watching my videos. Appreciate y'all for coming up, and thank you for watching my videos and liking my song Love Shot. It's really cool just to meet supporters of the channel and the music here out in public. I really love it. It means the world when y'all come up to me, and yeah, I thank you guys for the love, and I can't wait for you guys to hear what's coming next. Of course, it wouldn't be a roller coaster National Day without the trip on the Alpengeist. Alpengeist, good as always. And now we're going to head into New France. Probably won't ride Invader today, because you know the line is just usually excruciatingly long. But we're going to get on Griffin and maybe try to find our first sample of the barbecue for today. Now, one thing I wanted to touch on here, guys, and I'm sitting here in the little rest area in New France. It's a beautiful area, and one thing I wanted to touch on was, so a lot of people ask me, you know, you come to Busch Gardens so much, especially like the 20 times over the Passport to Summer event. Does it get tiresome to you, or does it get boring to you, or repetitive ever coming to Busch Gardens? And I'm not going to lie here and say it absolutely doesn't. No, it definitely can at times. It definitely can feel like, here we go again, here we go again. But that, to me, that's a challenge to make every day new. Make every day a special occasion. You know, try to do something new, whether it's trying a new restaurant, trying a new drink, maybe switching up the pattern in which you go around the park. You know, talking to people around the park, getting to know people around the park, because it can get repetitive when you go over and over again. One thing too is the roller coasters never get old. Like, a lot of things get old, like some things can get old, sometimes the pathways can get old, but what does not get old is the roller coasters and the absolute adrenaline rush that you get from riding a ride like Griffin or Pantheon or Polished or Alpengeist. Nothing, or Loch Ness Monster, nothing like will kill that vibe. That means it's always a vibe. But the in-between moments, it can sometimes get repetitive. You know, you go down to the bridge over and over, but also I put a lot of pressure to film a lot of social media stuff over that time. So even if I wasn't vlogging or filming like a sit-down YouTube video here, I was doing TikToks or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts that you guys may have seen here on the YouTube channel. It was a challenge every day to find something new and to make the most out of every day and be productive every day and not leave the park without coming away with something that I can use later for content or whatever. It was a marathon, definitely not a race to get to 20 visits, but we got there, and it was really cool to finish it off with a visit with a couple of my best friends from back home. It was just like a little personal goal I wanted to set for myself. You know, Busch Gardens has been so integrated with my stuff, especially this year, that it just felt like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do it. So I'm glad I did it. Hope to see some of you guys there at the VIP event. And yeah, I just want to kind of share that, because a lot of people will be like, does it get repetitive coming to Busch Gardens? And you can let it get repetitive, or you keep it original every day. And it's all about how you go into it and your mentality going into every day. You know, guys, I think today would just be perfect for a day on the trains. What do y'all think? I mean, the views like that. Another great round trip here on the train. Never cease to fail. It's one of my favorite things to do here. I found, you know, I've always liked to train my whole life, but as I did this Passport to Summer thing, you know, sometimes it didn't always feel like traversing the park over and over again. So sometimes a nice ride on the train would just make the day perfect. Here in New France, trying my first barbecue sample, and I stopped and got these barbecue smoked salmon. I never had salmon before. I've always wanted to try salmon, so I figured what better than to try it here for free with the free sample you get as a member. And I'm super excited to try this. As I said, I've always heard salmon's really good. It's really good. for protein and stuff. So I'm down to try it and see if maybe it's something I want to eat more of going forward in my diet. So let's get it. Here we go. That's really good. That's fire. That is actually fire. Highly recommend the smoked barbecue salmon in New France, right by Trapper Smokehouse. Go get you some. You will not regret it. This is so good. And after that delicious sample of smoked salmon, I think it's time to hop on Griffin. It's time to take a dive from 205. Random rabbit. I've seen squirrels. Never have I seen a rabbit just randomly. I'm angry about something, guys. Something about the park. I just got to get this off my chest. I'm very mad at myself. There's a thing here. It's the coaster tree. Right over here, right before you get into France. See that right there? See that? Yeah, see, here's the thing. So back in March, they had a photo op where you take pictures, and they put the pictures of the people that did that on the coaster tree. I was here in March, and I skipped out on that. I could have had my picture here in the park. I'm an idiot. I'll say it. I'm an idiot. I know you guys are like, no, Will, no, you're not. You're smart. You're not an idiot. No, it's okay, guys. It's okay. My self-esteem is high enough where you can tell me I'm an idiot. It's only gonna bring me down solo. Only solo. So, you know, that's an opportunity I missed out on. I've been seizing most of my opportunities here at the park. That was one I missed out on. And I don't feel great about it because I could have had my picture here in the park and I missed out. It is what it is though. Maybe next year. Let's just take a second, guys, and appreciate this mural right here. It is absolutely beautiful. I love this thing. I think the artist's name was Nina Cathcart. I think that was her name. Absolutely phenomenal work on the mural. I love it, and I hope it stays around for a very, very long time. Yes, guys, Celtic Fire is done here in Ireland because Fiends, the prequel, is coming here to Ireland. Let's get it. I'm super excited to be here for the new show, the sequel to the old Fiends. Super excited to attend it. I loved the show before. I never got to see it in person. I only saw it on YouTube. So I'm super excited to finally get to experience it here in person. And yeah, it's gonna be super awesome. Let's get it. Make sure you guys get your last few rides on Escape from Pompeii because it will be closing soon so they can transform it into Lost Mines for Hallowed Scream. And it's only right, guys, that we continue National Coaster Day with a ride on one of the routinely top-rated coasters in the world, Apollo Chariot. Amazing ride on Apollo Chariot. The airtime on that ride is just insane every single time. I think, guys, it's time for the world's fastest operating multi-launch coaster, Pantheon.
Please let go of your harness so it may be checked.
Keeping with the seafood theme, stopped here in Fesitalia at the little brews and barbecue stop and got grilled shrimp kebab. So you can never go wrong with some grilled shrimp with some sauce they put on it. So we're gonna try it out. All right, here we go. Oh, that is so good. I love shrimp, dude. I love shrimp. And this little lemon sauce they put on top, oh, it just makes it so much better. The two pieces of food I got here at Brews and Barbecue and the beer, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend. And let me know what you guys are trying here at Brews and Barbecue and what did you think of what you got? That was absolutely fantastic. I just wiped through that sampler and it was so good. But now, you know, the line is not too long. I think it's time to hop on Tim Pesto. This thing's looking absolutely beautiful, of course. A couple of months ago, I did some Instagram photos here at the park, and I did something that was very dangerous and brave, and so I want you guys to give me my props. So I leaned my phone against the post like right here, and prayed that it just didn't get knocked over into the water, and walked across the walkway and stood here where the coasters were in the background. And my heart was pounding the entire time. The footage is hilarious because right before I cut the footage, you hear me say, oh, that was so freaking stressful. And yeah, I did that. Probably won't do it again. I put a lot of faith in gravity and wind and earth and humanity, and luckily it worked out. So I got some cool photos from it. So you know what? It all worked out in the end. It was definitely a stressful decision. I definitely stood here on the bridge for 10 minutes, debating whether I was even going to do it. I will say, guys, it's incredibly funny, like the difference between Beer Fest and Food and Wine, because they're very similar like styles. You get your different crafts, or your different cocktails, or you get your different foods, but they're so different, like the personalities that come out for the Food and Wine than the ones that come out for beer and brews, or I mean brews and barbecue. It's just funny. I'm sure you guys like know exactly what I mean when I say this, but it's just funny to me. It's like, I'm not saying anything bad, it's just hilarious. I would say Busch Gardens does a good job at giving members really cool perks for these events, because like I've only spent maybe $4 total in the park today, but I have used up the equivalent to probably $60 or $70 total and stuff I've gotten today. You know, if you're debating on becoming a member here at Busch Gardens, I highly suggest it, because especially for like this and Food and Wine, you get some really cool perks and some really cool discounts and some free stuff, and just like cool events like Passport to Summer. This is not a promotion for Busch Gardens, but it's just me saying from my personal experience, highly recommend getting a membership. It pays itself in dividends. Also, I don't know if it's something to be proud of. I don't know exactly, but I calculated how many days I've been to Busch Gardens this year, and I've been to Busch Gardens for an entire month of the year this year. This is my 32nd visit, and there's more to come. We're not done yet. We ain't done yet. So it's been a very Busch Gardens filled year, and I wouldn't have it any other way. You know what's even cooler about Nessie? She let me have 100% of the royalties. She didn't ask for any of the royalties from this record. We had a discussion, and I was like, hey, you know, you're on the song, would you want some of the commission for the song? This is pretty much how the conversation went. Nessie, thank you for hopping on the song. I was wondering if you wanted any of the royalties that we collect from the record. Nessie, you're not giving me a clear answer here. She didn't say no, or she didn't say yes. So I guess that was her saying that she wants me to have all the royalties. Nessie is so kind. The stairs of hell. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys, you know, never do these stairs. Never do leg day before coming to Busch Gardens. And don't worry, guys, I didn't do leg day. I'm not stupid. Not that stupid. But I did back day. Not today, but yesterday. And it's not as bad as post leg day, but post back day is like, it's a close second, and it sucks almost as much. This mural that they did right here for the Serpent Spritz here, the Loch Ness Monster exclusive soda, I think it's just so cool. I love the murals around the park. You know, like the one done over in Ireland, and then that one. Love seeing these beautiful art pieces and seeing Busch Gardens really highlight these artists' work around the park. Well guys, wrapping up a beautiful day here at Busch Gardens for Beer Fest, Brews and Barbecue, and absolutely love this event. Trying the food, trying the brew was fantastic, and I'm super excited that I get to partake in all these events now. It was well worth it. Come check it out. Come get yourself some samples. Go get you some brews. You don't want to miss it. It's only for 3 weekends, so make the most of it while it's here. And thank you all for watching here on Patreon. Like I said, your support means the world, and I'm excited to share these exclusive extended vlogs here with you guys. And one little thing I wanted to share with you guys, I lied in some of the vlog today. I only rode one roller coaster today. I only rode Loch Ness Monster. The other rides, I walked up to the entrance and then walked away. You're probably wondering, Will, why? Will, why? And it's because, remember when I came and did pickups for Williamsburg, for the Clean Williamsburg section of the vlog? Well, turns out I got to do pickups for pretty much most of the vlog. So we're only here for a couple hours, and then we're gonna go around Williamsburg like a pinball and do pickups for all the different days of the Williamsburg vacation. So I lied, didn't ride the rides today. And I know it's a shame because it's National Coaster Day. I couldn't expose myself on YouTube. I can expose myself here because you guys understand So we're going to go around Williamsburg. We're going to kind of do a little greatest hits and film just little pieces here and there, and make this vlog that was going to be one singular vlog. Now it's going to be two separate vlogs, a part 1 and a part 2. So we're making sure that there's a definite beginning and ending to each part of the vlog. So that's what this afternoon is all about. And we might come back because they are doing extended hours here at the park. But I do have to film some nighttime stuff here at the park. So we might be back in a few hours. So guys, we are en route right now to Yorktown Beach, because now that the vlogs have been split into 2, now the part 2 begins at Yorktown Beach. So I'm going to go film a vlog piece that kind of kicks off vlog 2 of the riding week vlog. So I'm super excited to do that. So we are en route right now to the beach to go and film some stuff there. And I have all the shirts in the back that I wore on vacation, so that way we know it will be very accurate and to how it was a couple weeks ago. All right, we got the Yorktown bit done. Now, look at my note card here. We got to go to Colonial Williamsburg and do an outro for Colonial Williamsburg. We did a whole day of pickups at Colonial Williamsburg, and I still got to do more. Welcome to Film World. I lied, we didn't do Colonial Williamsburg next. We actually did Waller Mill, where we came here for the trails and the nature trails. I didn't film an outro because I didn't know that was the end of the vlog, but it is. So yeah, so we just came here and filmed the ending to that. Now I think we're gonna go to the premium outlets and do a little bit of filming there. Let's get it. We've absolutely leapfrogged across the city. After we left Waller Mill, we went to the premium outlets, and then we came to the Aberdeen barn, and then we had to stop at Cracker Barrel, and now we're here in Colonial Williamsburg to do the close off to the Colonial Williamsburg portion of the vlog, and then we're jumping over to Newtown. So like I said, we are literally pinballing across Williamsburg right now. All my folks over here on Patreon, we are back at Busch Gardens for the nighttime pickup shots and for the roller coaster day extended ride times for members only. I pinballed around Williamsburg. You know, like I said, I went to Waller Mill, then I went to Aberdeen Barn, I went to the premium outlets, then I went to Cracker Barrel, then I went to Colonial Williamsburg, then I went to Newtown, went to the Comic Cubicle, went to Newtown Cinemas, then went and stopped and picked me up something from Tropical Smoothie, and then drove down the back road a little bit for some footage, and now we're back here at Busch Gardens. It was a packed about a little like 3.5 hours of just pure insanity, but we got it done. I'm so proud of all the filming, and just I'm super excited to cut this vlog together at some point and make it a really cool, transformative production experience that you guys will be able to follow on the production of this album. So yeah, it was so cool to get to film this, and it's gonna be so much fun sharing it. And we're just gonna go in and have a couple more good rides on some rides, and film our last pickup shot, and that is to wrap up vlog 1 here, and that's gonna be really fun. And yeah, so the day's about done. Let's get it. Now you guys on Patreon are probably wondering why it took such a wacky way to travel. Like, it wasn't like a big circle, it was a bunch of back and forth and all around, and it was because of daylight. I didn't start shooting any of the pickup shots until like 4 o'clock, and you gotta remember, a lot of these things took place like early in the morning, like midday, so you had to chase which ones were closer to morning and midday, had to chase those first. So like Yorktown Beach was taken at like 9 a.m. in the morning, but I filmed it at like 4. And Colonial Williamsburg the same way, and Waller Mill, you know, actually Waller Mill was actually right about the same time in the vlog as it was in real life. And then there's some parts where the time of day is totally inaccurate to what it was in real life, but you guys don't know. You guys don't know. You weren't there. I won't tell you which ones are inaccurate. You might be able to find out. I don't think you'll be able to find out though. I'm pretty good. You know, I went to film school. I know how to work with lighting and make it work. And then color grading, I'll probably play around with it. The orange lights for Hella Scream have begun to go up. It's no longer a lie about riding Griffin and Alpengeist in them. I did ride them. I did. You know, I came back, the lines were pretty short. Got on pretty quickly. So you can't make me a liar. You can't make me out to be a liar. It took me a minute, but we got around to it. So, you know, the important thing is we did it. Just to prove myself, I'll get on Invader. We're gonna get on Invader. That's right. You heard me? We're gonna do it. Like, I know Busch Gardens has stuffed animals that are non-IP of SeaWorld, like outside of, you know, the Sesame Street characters, you know, that have some Pokemon, some Mario and stuff, but that's definitely flounder, right? Like, that's 100% flounder. They get clearance for that? They get clearance for that one? I mean, like, you see behind me, there, they got Pokemon. And there's a Yoshi over there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over there. But like, Flounder from Little Mermaid? You know Disney likes to sue. Makes you think. One thing I will always take pride in is my ability to come up with skits on the fly here at Busch Gardens. I came up with a bunch for Love Shy and Does She Know? And I've had a bunch of just lip syncing to I Don't Like My Mind. But I'm just coming up with skits as I've been walking through. And I'm pretty proud of what I came up with. I think I got some funny stuff. So hopefully I can keep the train going with the future singles, because it's really fun to make little skits here and film them like in a matter of seconds and then edit them. It's really cool. Time to catch a night ride on Apollo's Chariot. I will say though, I did completely lie about riding Tempesta. I didn't ride it earlier. I still haven't ridden it now. I'm not going to ride it. I don't feel like it. There you go. I guess I lied. Night rides on Pantheon are peak. Absolute peak. Now it's time for Pantheon. My hair is like wilded right now.
I'll say hi to... Hey vlog!
Pantheon night rides are also peak. That's actually a lie. There's a 30-minute wait. I ride Pantheon a lot. I got a long drive home. I didn't feel like waiting 30 minutes. Sue me. Ooh, look at this. Yes. Time for a night ride on Nessie. Get that right on Nessie. Nessie at night, actually superb. Actually, the lights inside the show building looked really good. I don't know if it's because it was nighttime or they just turned them on brighter. Don't know. But it looked really good. Oh my goodness. That's better. So with that, I think that wraps up this vlog, this whole extraordinarily busy day. But guys, we made it through. What a day. What a day. So much got done. And so thrilled that it all got done. Thank you all for watching this video. Thank you all for joining the Patreon and supporting Meets the World. And I hope you enjoyed this very much extended vlog from the YouTube cut. So thank you all for watching. My name is Williamsburg. I'm out. Peace.
I want you in candlelight, in our own paradise. I want you in candlelight. It's just us and the sky.